Assam's political cauldron, Himanta versus Gogoi, a slugfest before 2026. Assam's political theatre has rarely been short of drama, but the ongoing slugfest between Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi has elevated the discourse, or perhaps reduced it, to a new pitch. What began as routine political sparring has now snowballed into allegations of national security proportions, investigative agencies, and a battle of narratives that could define the 2026 Assam Assembly elections. For years, Sarma's dominance over Assam's political landscape appeared unassailable. A master strategist with a firm grip over the BJP's organizational machinery. He faced fragmented opposition and a Congress that struggled to rediscover its footing after electoral setbacks. There was quite frankly no prominent opponent who could consistently challenge Sharma's political supremacy. That equation seems to be shifting. Since taking charge of the Assam Pradesh Congress Committee, Gaurav Gogoi has emerged as a more assertive and vocal critic of the Chief Minister. Not only is he a sitting member of parliament, he also carries significant political clout as the son of former Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi, under whose leadership Congress governed Assam for 3 consecutive terms. Legacy alone does not win elections, but it undeniably brings recall value, networks, and emotional resonance. Legacy alone does not win elections, but it undeniably brings recall value, networks, and emotional resonance among sections of the electorate. Gogoi's leadership style has been markedly confrontational toward Sharma's administration, from economic concerns and unemployment to allegations of cronyism and governance failures. He has sought to position himself as the principal face of opposition, a role that had long remained diffused within Congress ranks. The Chief Minister, however, has not taken these attacks lightly. In a dramatic escalation, Sharma publicly accused Gogoi and his wife of alleged links to what he termed elements connected to Pakistani deep state, insinuating activities detrimental to India's interests. The Assam government constituted a special investigation team, SIT, to probe the matter, and reports suggest the case is now in the process of being handed over to the National Investigation Agency, NIA. These are grave allegations, yet, as the matter stands, it remains under investigation. In a democracy governed by the rule of law, it is premature and indeed irresponsible to brand anyone guilty before due process runs its course.
Sitting MP and the deputy leader of Congress party is involved in it. Moi bhabu this become more and more serious. So we just want to go through our outcome of our investigation on Ali Tokir Sheikh and his gang in entirely. This investigation was done by Assam Police SIT. A case was registered on our CID police station, and yesterday Cabinet, after going through the report, Cabinet is of the opinion that this matter should be investigated by a central agency, and we have decided to refer the matter to the Ministry of Home Affairs for further investigation. Gaurav and 6 others suspended from Indian Parliament by Speaker for standing up for a fellow citizen. Suspend me, but please discuss Delhi riots. Then he used to tag Elizabeth Kolban Gogoi on those tweets. Namot environmentalist, but teo hodai Bharator Aibhontorin Bikhoyr Uporote teo dristi asile. There are lots of tweets jak apunaluka moi apunalukok dim apunaluke sabo paribo aru.
The political arena must not become a substitute for the courtroom. The timing of this high voltage confrontation is equally significant. With the 2026 assembly elections approaching, every narrative carries electoral weight. Congress, despite its recent electoral struggle, still commands a substantial voter base in Assam. It retains influence across several districts and social segments. And under a reinvigorated state leadership, it appears keen to consolidate that base.
And she is the wife of a MP from Assam. This is the situation. So now, Jetia Elizabeth Kolban Gogoi was working in Pakistan from 2011 to 2012. Ali Tokir Bharatot ahisil Attorney Generalok logot loi, NDMA officerok logot loi. Ali Tokir used to take Elizabeth also India along with him. So Elizabeth Kolban Gogoi visits, if you see the timeline, from July 13 to March 3, 2012, she visited 3 times from Islamabad to Delhi, accompanied by Ali Tokir Sheikh. So Ali Tokir Sheikh used to came to India, and Elizabeth is always accompanied by the Ali Tokir in his 3 visits, out of 13 visits. Tokir and Elizabeth is a part of international conspiracy. Once you will see that 45 pages reports, when Modi came, they become settled. They said that now we cannot run like this. Central government will not entertain us. So let us go to the sub-national governments. और তেওঁ report to কাক দিয়ে? তেওঁ report to দিয়ে Pakistani Nagorik Elizabeth Kolban Gogoi. Now let us come to the next part of my presentation. Who is Elizabeth Kolban Gogoi? Let us see. So Elizabeth Gogoi is a British citizen. By religion, she is a Christian lady. So even after marriage to Gaurav Gogoi, she maintained her British citizenship as well as her own religion, Christianity. So nothing has changed. Gaurav Gogoi biya koroar pisot, Elizabeth Gogoi nijor eku porichoy eri dia nai. Tekhet etiao British citizen and teo etiao Christian dharmot বিশ্বাস কৰে. Now, Elizabeth Gogoi started her professional career with Senator Tom Udall of America.
This raises an uncomfortable but inevitable question. Is the intensity of the attack a sign that Sharma sees Gogoi as a credible threat? Political observers note that strong leaders rarely ignore inconsequential opponents. The very fact that Gogoi has become the central target of sustained political and legal offensives suggests he has succeeded in positioning himself as more than just another opposition voice. Whether this reflects genuine concern within the ruling establishment or simply strategic political theatre is open to interpretation. Public opinion, meanwhile, appears divided. Sharma continues to enjoy significant popularity among BJP supporters, bolstered by his assertive persona and development-driven messaging. His base views the investigation as a necessary step in safeguarding national security.
कि मुख्यमंत्री पिछले 6 महीने से इस रिपोर्ट पर क्यों चुप थे? पिछले साल जून के महीने में दिल्ली में संवादवेल में मैंने खुद कहा कि हाँ 2013 के अंत में 2014 की शुरुआत में मैं अपने धर्मपत्नी के साथ पाकिस्तान गया और ये बात तो केंद्र सरकार को भी पता है. Reports that were attributed to my wife as shared in media only reveal information that has already been circulated in press. The international program of which the Pakistan NGO and the Indian NGO are a part of, that international program is still running. And that same international program, that CDKN, has gone and worked in Gujarat when Shri Narendra Modi ji was the Chief Minister. कल मुख्यमंत्री हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा के 2.5 घंटे के संवाद वेल में उन्होंने एक भी ऐसा प्रमाण नहीं दे पाए जो ये साबित कर सकता है कि मैं किसी दूसरे देश का एजेंट हूं। उन्होंने गोल मोल करके बातों को बताया। सबसे पहले ये एसआईटी रिपोर्ट उनके पास 6 महीने पहले ही था और वो इतने समय पिछले साल लगभग कहते रहे कि 10 सितंबर को वो सारा रिपोर्ट देश के सामने रखेंगे और केंद्र सरकार को वो अपने रिकमेंडेशन भेजेंगे। तो अगर मामला राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा का है तो हमारा सबसे पहला सवाल ये है कि मुख्यमंत्री पिछले 6 महीने से इस रिपोर्ट पर क्यों चुप थे। सितंबर में ही जब रिपोर्ट उनके पास आ गया था तभी इस रिपोर्ट का पर्दाफाश मीडिया के सामने क्यों नहीं किया, केंद्र सरकार को रिकमेंडेशंस क्यों नहीं दी। इसका वजह सिर्फ ये है कि उन्होंने खुद उस रिपोर्ट को पढ़ा और देखा कि उनके द्वारा गठित एसआईटी ने इतने महीनों के बाद भी कोई एक प्रमाण लाने में, कोई एक सबूत लाने में सफल नहीं हुए।
On the other hand, Congress loyalists and sections of civil society perceive the move as politically motivated, an attempt to discredit a rising challenger ahead of a crucial electoral battle. For many ordinary voters, the spectacle is both captivating and varying. They seek clarity, evidence, and above all, governance that addresses everyday concerns, jobs, inflation, flood management, and social harmony. Political slugfests may energize party cadres, but elections are ultimately won on trust and credibility.
ये युवा लोगों को लेके पाकिस्तान एम्बेसी में चला गया और तब अब्दुल बसीत पाकिस्तान का हाई कमिश्नर था, उनका साथ काफ़ी देर बिताया और एक प्रकार से पाकिस्तान को लेजिटिमाइज करने का कोशिश भी हुए। ये पिक्चर अगर आप कारगिल युद्ध का प्रेक्षापट में देखें तो हमारे ही असम का कैप्टन जिंटू गोगोई ने देश के लिए प्राण दिए थे और कोई सारे लोगों ने देश के लिए प्राण दिए थे और पाकिस्तान का साथ हमारा संबंध का बारे में सब जानते हैं और कैसे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का समय देश का लोग कैसे प्रधानमंत्री जी का पीछे खड़ा हुए थे, इससे ही देश का भावना का भी पता चलता है। मेरा नहीं लगता है कि कांग्रेस का कोई भी और नेता, कांग्रेस में कोई सारे नेता है जो कोई सारा विषय में बीजेपी को सपोर्ट भी नहीं करते हैं, सरकार को भी सपोर्ट नहीं करते हैं, इंडिपेंडेंट व्यू रखते हैं, लेकिन कांग्रेस का भी कोई नेता आज तक पाकिस्तान एम्बेसी में ऐसे डेलीगेशन लेके गया है, ये भी मेरा मेमोरी है वो मेमोरी ये भी सपोर्ट नहीं करता है। हम हमेशा कोई सारे नेता को क्रिटिसाइज करता हूँ, सैम पित्रोदा से लेकर जयराम रमेश से शशि थरूर तक, लेकिन पाकिस्तान एम्बेसी में ऐसे खुल्ला युवाओं को लेके जाने का चित्र शायद वो सब लोगों का भी नहीं है। तो ये जब पिक्चर देखा बहुत देर तक मैंने सोच के रखा था ये कोई फोटोशॉप है।
As Assam moves closer to 2026 elections, this duel between Himanta Biswa Sarma and Gaurav Gogoi may well shape the state's political trajectory. One represents entrenched power and administrative authority, the other a re-energized opposition banking on legacy and renewed assertion.
ये जो 10 दिन कहाँ गए, क्या किया, किससे मिले, ये एक बार भी मुख्यमंत्री का एसआईटी हमारे पास आके हमसे वो सवाल क्यों नहीं पूछा? क्योंकि आज जो मैंने ये बातें की रिपोर्ट में डालना पड़ेगा, फिर तो पूरा इनका जैसे कहा जो सिनेमा है वो तो सिनेमा का एंटी क्लाइमैक्स वही हो जाएगा। एसआईटी एक बार भी हमारे पास नहीं आया, जबकि हम कितने बार बोला कि हम एसआईटी को कोई बाधा नहीं देंगे, कोई कानूनी बाधा नहीं देंगे, कोई कोर्ट में नहीं जाएंगे, संपूर्ण हम सहायता एसआईटी को करेंगे। एक बार भी एसआईटी हमसे आके हमको ये नहीं पूछा कि 10 दिन आप वहां पे क्या करें। मेरे पास एक फोटो आया है, आप मीडिया के दोस्तों कृपया जूम कर लेना। कृपया मुख्यमंत्री बताए कि ये फोटो कब लिया और इस फोटो के पीछे क्या बातचीत हुई। और ये फोटो है ये फोटो बांग्लादेश का है, मुख्यमंत्री फोटो। एक बहुत बड़े दरगाह के सामने ये फोटो है। एवरीथिंग that has been that is in my knowledge, as I've seen in the media, that has been attributed to my wife sharing confidential information. Those allegations are absolutely false, baseless, and bogus. Reports that were attributed to my wife as shared in media only reveal information that has already been circulated in press, and that was the domain of my wife's work, which is to read into public information कि मुख्यमंत्री पिछले 6 महीने से इस रिपोर्ट पर क्यों चुप थे। पिछले साल जून के महीने में दिल्ली में संवादवेल में मैंने खुद कहा कि हाँ 2013 के अंत में 2014 की शुरुआत में मैं अपने धर्मपत्नी के साथ पाकिस्तान गया, और ये बात तो केंद्र सरकार को भी पता है। रिपोर्ट्स that were attributed to my wife as shared in media only reveal information that has already been circulated in press. The international program of which the Pakistan NGO and the Indian NGO are a part of, that international program is still running, and that same international program, that CDKN, has gone and worked in Gujarat when Shri Narendra Modi ji was the chief minister. कल मुख्यमंत्री हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा के 2.5 घंटे के संवादवेल में उन्होंने एक भी ऐसा प्रमाण नहीं दे पाए जो ये साबित कर सकता है कि मैं किसी दूसरे देश का एजेंट हूं। उन्होंने गोल मोल करके बातों को बताया। सबसे पहले ये एसआईटी रिपोर्ट उनके पास 6 महीने पहले ही था, और वो इतने समय पिछले साल लगभग कहते रहे कि 10 सितंबर को वो सारा रिपोर्ट देश के सामने रखेंगे और केंद्र सरकार को वो अपने रिकमेंडेशन भेजेंगे। तो अगर मामला राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा का है तो हमारा सबसे पहला सवाल यह है कि मुख्यमंत्री पिछले 6 महीने से इस रिपोर्ट पर क्यों चुप थे। सितंबर में ही जब रिपोर्ट उनके पास आ गया था, तभी इस रिपोर्ट का पर्दाफाश मीडिया के सामने क्यों नहीं किया, केंद्र सरकार को रिकमेंडेशंस क्यों नहीं दी? इसका वजह सिर्फ ये है कि उन्होंने खुद उस रिपोर्ट को पढ़ा और देखा कि उनके द्वारा गठित एसआईटी ने इतने महीनों के बाद भी कोई एक प्रमाण लाने में, कोई एक सबूत लाने में सफल नहीं हुए।
Whether this confrontation signals a genuine political shift or merely a passing storm will depend not on rhetoric but on facts, investigations, and the will of the Assamese people. Time, as always in politics, will deliver the final verdict. For more updates, please like, share, follow, and subscribe our news channel CNN 24.